Picturesquely planted along the banks of the Cache-la-Poudre River, Our Lady of the Valley Parish announces the presence of Christ the King to northern Colorado. Where once thrived the lowly sugar beet, in one of the fastest growing parts of the Archdiocese of Denver, today, hearts come alive in Our Blessed Lady's company. Now, from the rectory, here is the Windsor Catholic Report with Father Samuel Morehead.
Welcome back to the rectory here at Our Lady of the Valley. This is Father Sam, and it's time for another Windsor Catholic Report. It's good to be with you. This weekend, we do not celebrate just another Sunday in ordinary time. We come to another special feast day. This is the year for it. This Sunday, the 9th of November, we celebrate the feast of the dedication of the Lateran Basilica, which is actually the cathedral church for the Pope in Rome. It's the oldest of all of the basilicas in Rome. It goes back to the time of Constantine the Great, the Roman emperor, and it really shows the rise of the church's prominence and the end of persecutions in the time of the Roman Empire. And for this history, and more so for the centrality of Christ in the life of the church and of culture at large, the annual celebration of the dedication of that church in the 4th century becomes for us every year a required feast day in all the Catholic churches throughout the world, and so great a one that even when it falls on a Sunday, we celebrate it and not the Sunday of ordinary time. So this weekend at Masses, you're going to have a special feast in honor of the dedication of the Pope's own cathedral church in Rome, the Lateran Basilica. Speaking of the importance of church, it's a wonderful thing that we come to church, and we always want to feel safe and at peace and at ease so that we can encounter God best at church. I want to acknowledge that some of you last weekend had a bit of a disruption at the 8 a.m. Mass. There was a man who had a bit of an emotional irregularity due to personal difficulties in his life, and he shouted out loud, and I know it scared a number of you, and I'm very aware of that. We have security who are present at each and all of our Masses on Sunday here at Our Lady of the Valley. We have a paid head of security who was present on the campus at the time with some of our volunteer guards who are themselves either current or former military or police officers or other first responders. They came right away, assessed the situation. There was help that was called from the police, who deemed there was not something of criminal nature there, and the family of the gentleman got him the extra mental health help that he needed right away. So I wanted to acknowledge all of that. That was a bit of a scare. Our team was on the job. They've actually reviewed the procedures and exercise of what went on afterwards. We always take security as a highest priority here at Our Lady of the Valley. Father Greg set up a wonderful program before I got here, and I can only affirm it and commit to you that we will keep strengthening it as we go forward. Unfortunately, we live in a broken world with a lot of brokenness in human lives, and we can't control everything, so we will still work the best we can, as far as we can, to make for as peaceful and prayerful an experience of coming to the Mass here at Our Lady of the Valley as possible. Thank you for your prayers for that man involved, whether or not you were with us at the 8 a.m. Mass last week. This weekend, we're very happy and looking forward to welcoming a seminarian, Andrew Cunningham. He is a seminarian of the Kansas City Archdiocese out of Kansas, and he will be here representing St. John Vianney Theological Seminary, his alma mater and mine and Father Michael's as well. Both Father Michael and I attended St. John Vianney at different times from which we were ordained priests. And every year, as you might know, in the month of November, we have a visiting seminarian out to speak about the seminary and encourage us to prayerfully consider giving to the seminary. So it's time for the annual seminary appeal at the parishes. Andrew will be speaking at all of the Masses, and I would invite you to please prayerfully discern giving money to support the seminaries this year. You'll find more information online through our flock note. You can find information in the bulletin and through the brochures and the handouts that will be provided you in the church. You can go online, sign up, and support the seminary, and I, as an alumnus of our good seminary, would be grateful for that generosity. Well, a call to all of the women of the parish looking forward to Advent, which is not too far away. We're going to have an annual Advent Women's Day of Retreat. It's going to be on St. Nicholas's Day, the 6th day of December this year, a Saturday, from 9 till about noon. You'll find more information about the retreat themed Resting in the Lord, which will be presented by a religious sister. You can find that in the bulletin on Flock Note and see where to sign up for that. Our wonderful volunteers who help with Mary's Cradle are collecting the requested diapers and the formula. This is particular formula and diapers for particular ages, and we'll be collecting that this weekend. So just a reminder, if you got that to give to the parish ministry, go ahead and bring those in this weekend. Our young persons who are in middle school are invited to sign up for the Mountain Madness gathering and retreat, which will be in February this next year, 2026, at Estes Park. Ryan Ward, our youth minister, is organizing this, and you can sign up now, and it's open, and we always bring a great contingent from Our Lady of the Valley up there. Some of our parishioners are organizing something that I've heard about from going to different people's homes and talking to parishioners, a great opportunity for parishioners, be they longtime ones or brand new, fresh ones to the life of the parish, to get together. It's a Connect 8 dinner for couples who would come together and rotate between going to each other's houses throughout the next year to build and strengthen the bonds of community and fellowship in the life of the parish. So perhaps you're new to the parish, or perhaps you've been here quite a while and you see so many new faces. Well, you can sign up for this. Contact the office. You can see information in the bulletin and flock note about whom you can contact directly, and we'll sign you up and have a wonderful opportunity for great fellowship and fraternity in the new year. My erotics class, where we also have great fellowship and fraternity, and we learn much about the cultural heritage of our Catholic faith, will be taking a hiatus so that I can go on a time of retreat and a little bit of personal vacation. And then, of course, we've got Thanksgiving in there, too. So we won't get together until the 3rd of December. And then we'll have several meetings left in December. So no erotics class this week or for the next several. We'll meet again in December. The Knights of Columbus will be out in force this weekend to honor our veterans, especially those who are vets who are at Our Lady of the Valley Parish. We'll have a display of the various uniforms of the different branches of the United States military, and then a special honoring and tribute of our good vets throughout the weekend. And a word of gratitude comes from me to all of them for their service to our country. May God bless them and help them. And sometimes their sacrifices have not always been honored, and sometimes they have special crosses to carry. I've worked with enough Tibets to know that. And so to let all of these wonderful men and women who served the country in her uniform know you are loved and you are appreciated. Speaking of loving and appreciating those who've gone before us, the month of November is the Church's Month of the Dead, in which we pray for the holy souls in purgatory as we remember all of our beloved dead. In the back of the church, in the narthex, you'll find our parish book of remembrance, which I did not spell correctly on this broadcast last week. I caught that after the fact. But we'll have the book in the back, and you can fill out your beloved ones' names, and I've been mentioning their intentions throughout daily masses and in Sunday masses in the month of November. Well, that's the Feast of the Lateran that we're preparing to celebrate this weekend. We thank God for our Catholic faith, universal, stretched throughout the world, a place to encounter God, know Him, and love Him. I hope you have a wonderful week in front of you. I'll look forward to seeing you around the life of the parish. We'll look forward to welcoming Andrew, the seminarian, for now. God bless you. Have a good one.